Friends, I am about to hold on, let me say the date. Just in case something comes from this, I want to say the date. It is Monday, and I have a fly. I let a fly in the house when I was coming in. I'm actually very excited for all of the meals that I'm cooking this week. Y'all know, if you're new here, I only like to cook 2 to 3 times a week. And that's because we got big old kids, okay? We got kids that can cook for themselves. I'm not standing over nobody's stove every single day. So when I do cook, I like to make the meals fun, a little interesting, easy, very demure. And I've tried, I feel like almost every simmer sauce from Good and Gather, but I never tried the pot pie one. So I said, girl, we making chicken pot pie. And I ended up buying the flaky biscuits to top that with. So I'm actually very excited. I'm waiting for Vino to come back so we can all eat dinner. But I dropped the ball with talking to y'all today. Y'all seen that, I went to the gym, check. Grocery shop, check. Y'all know what I do on Mondays. Y'all know how I get down. But then I got on the phone, and then I had some meetings, and then I had emails to respond to, and I'm still looking like I just got back from the gym. And it is 7 o'clock. I'm lying. Why did I just lie like that? It's 5:53. I have no process of like, I don't know what time it is. I don't know if I'm coming or going. That's how crazy this day has been. Crazy as in just I've been doing something, I feel like, every second of the minutes and hours. I've been doing stuff. So today was a good day. I don't today was a good day. Today was a good day. Today was a really good day, though. I'm pretty excited about some things that happened today, some things that were solidified, you know. Yeah, it is definitely my year, okay? The sermon that I watched this morning, I'm sure I linked it. Go watch that entire series because I think they're on week 3. It's Change Church. They always do series. And this one is, is it Act Like You Smart? Something smart. And he talked about just preparing for what is to come. Okay, I had to play it back because I just want to make sure that I'm telling y'all what I actually downloaded, what was downloaded inside of me. So I was at the gym. This is what I was listening to. And it's not called Act Smart or whatever I just said. It's called I'm Too Smart for This. The series is called Smart Moves, but I'll have it all linked for you guys. But this is how he started it. And this is why I was like, my ears it went up. Okay, my ears went up. I had a good devotional session with God before I went to the gym. I was already talking to him about some things and like, baby, listen. So I'm too smart for this. Some decisions have the potential to produce a season, and some seasons have the potential to become a cycle. I'm gonna say it again. Some decisions have the potential to produce a season, and some seasons have the potential to become a cycle of winning, a cycle of obedience, a cycle of just smart decisions, a cycle of goodness, abundance, all of that. What stuck out to me the most was when he was talking about how the seasons have the potential to produce good cycles or bad cycles. You're going to have a season regardless. But they also, based off of your decisions, your smart moves, or your dumb moves, it has the potential to create these cycles that we ultimately, brought upon ourselves. But I feel like, baby, I am in such a fruitful season and cycle. This year has been mind-blowing, absolutely insane. This past few months, the past few weeks, the way that I can sum up, and it's not just like things that have happened for me and to me, but also the growth that I have done, the work that I have did for myself, the growth that I'm experiencing. I'm talking different. I'm thinking different. I am handling situations differently than I would have in the past. My faith is stronger than ever. I am just I feel like in an up cycle. Things are going so well. Not to say I ain't had bad days. Not to say I ain't cried. Girl, I cried 2 days ago. Boo-hooing. We all have those moments. But I think it's different based off of how you handle whatever you're being dealt with. Perspective. Perspective also. I'm just gonna play the clip.
There was a man named Noah who also made a smart move. When the Bible is clear in communicating that God tells him to build an ark before it rains. And Noah has to make a decision regarding whether or not he's going to engage in prophetic preparation and build an ark when there's no signs of rain. Not realizing and recognizing that your willingness to build the ark is an indication that you believe rain is coming. It doesn't take faith to build it when it's raining. But it takes faith to build it before it rains. Can I give you 2 words before I go to my next example? Build it. If you believe God's getting ready to do exceedingly and abundantly, build it. What's the ark? The structure. Build it. Noah made a smart move. They called him silly when he was building it. They called him smart when it rained.
That's so good.
Y'all seen the clip. Anyways, I just want to sit down with y'all because I've had a very mind-blowing day, and it'll make sense why I'm rambling and why I'm kind of like cheesing but not cheesing. It'll all make sense in a little bit, but I am just really happy with where I am, and I'm really happy that I got y'all with me to take on this journey with me. I absolutely love that we're building this little community over here. Like, things have been, girl, look, I can't even talk straight because I don't even know why I got y'all zoomed in. But girl, things have been good, child. And I'm just really, really happy. But anyways, say that to say that I'm gonna end this day off with eating dinner with the family. I can't wait to eat that chicken. Bye-bye. Eating dinner with the family, and then I'm gonna watch a movie with Cadence. We're gonna watch The Uglies. I believe that's a book series, but yeah, we're gonna watch that. And then I'm gonna get my butt in the shower. I also low-key need to wash my wig. I really want to cut my bob wig. I want to cut it like jaw. Like, I know I ain't got a chisel jaw yet, but I still want like a something cutesy, something demure. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that tonight, but I do need to wash my wigs because I have to create this week, and baby, all the wigs is looking, they looking crazy, every single one of them. Okay, so I might wash 2 of them and let them air dry so I can get to the money tomorrow. What's going on? Anyways, girl, I just want to say hi because I ain't talked to y'all today. But it's been a day. It's been a really good day. I'm about to go. No, I was gonna say I'm about to go make. I'm already tired. I'm about to make my Sleepy Girl mocktail. Why am I thinking? I'm already thinking about my Sleepy Girl mocktail. I bought the stuff for the Sleepy Girl mocktail yesterday, and it's been a little minute since I've had it, so I'm really, really excited for that. It's gonna be a good night. I'm gonna sleep so good.
Enjoy. You're watching. I am a full-time content creator, whatever you want to call it.
Blogging, influencing.
Then you're interested in your home, and then you're showing them.
Hey friends, hey. It is a few hours later, and it's also a new day. I'm about to go ahead and start filming, but I have to get myself together, okay? We just honestly just have content that I need to shoot. So I'm pushing through. I'm very tired. We did make it to the gym this morning, okay? We did the things that we were supposed to do today. Oh, excuse me. Did the things that we're supposed to do this morning. I'm over here enjoying a Olipop. That's where a little burp came from. But as I was getting ready, I'm over here looking at the content that I'm going to be doing today. And I was like, I was also looking at my YouTube calendar. So this is what prompted this. I don't think I'm going to do a designated video for New York Fashion Week. I think I'm just going to answer some of the questions in this video because why not? So that's what I'm going to do. All right. I just feel like it just is easier for me right now. I have quite a few videos that I need to get done, and I figured this is just a vlog. It's also going to be posted after New York Fashion Week, the New York Fashion Week vlog. So I think it'll go kind of hand in hand. Now, it does make sense to create a New York Fashion Week dedicated video, because, you know, it'll just be easier for people to search it and stuff like that. But I just feel like I could just kiki and talk with y'all. And if it makes sense to make a separate one, then maybe I'll do so. Perhaps I'll do so. But right now, I just feel like girl, hey, what's up? Let's talk. Okay. I'm going to start with the questions that I received, and then I'll go to some of the ones that, not necessarily questions, but things that just stood out to me. And things that I was like taking mental notes of as I continue to either go to New York Fashion Week or just, you know, go to bigger events and stuff like that. As I grow. So let's start with the questions that I received from my broadcast channel. So, the first question is, wait, did you have a partnership to pay for your expenses? I ended up securing a partnership while I was out there that definitely paid the amount that I paid for my hotel room. Now, if you watched the vlog, you saw that I was in there with IAE. We actually split the cost. She ended up coming last minute, but if she didn't come, y'all, I was going to be paying a pretty penny, on my own, which I was regretfully, like, I'm not even like saying this as a flex, but I was prepared to pay it, just because, like, I knew New York Fashion Week was about to be an expense. So, she ended up hitting me up last minute and was like, hey girl, I am actually coming. And then she just asked me where I was staying and all that. And she was like, you want a roomie? And at first I was like, I don't know, just because of how small the rooms are, but that's my girl. So I was like, come on girl, let's go on and split this and save some coin. Now, yeah, so we ended up splitting the fee. The room was very, very small. We stayed at the Moxie Hotel. And there are, even though New York is kind of known for like their small rooms, I feel like you can get a nice size room in some New York hotels. Sorry, y'all. I'm over here texting Kay. Kay and Jazz, they got me distracted. What I was trying to say is there are rooms that are bigger in New York and there are rooms that are smaller. We got a smaller one, okay? Room was not the biggest. We ended up staying in lower East Side, which I feel like was kind of located to everything that we went to. I don't think we were ever in an Uber like for that much. Honestly, if we were in Uber, it was just because of traffic. Some of the places we could literally get out of the Uber and walk and make it to where we're trying to get because the traffic was that crazy. But yeah, that. So going back to the question, look, y'all know I gotta have a script or else I'm gonna just go on a tangent. She asked, did you have a partnership to pay for expenses? I did not have one going out there. I secured one like a days before I went to New York Fashion Week. So I still don't even have that money. I probably won't get it for like another week. So, but I did end up securing something out there. So it did pay for what I spent in the hotel at least. As far as like, and because we're talking about expenses, I don't feel like I spent that much money on Ubers and stuff. If you go with a group of people, 9 times out of 10, y'all are splitting the Ubers or else someone's taking turns. Like this time I get it, this time I'm gonna get it. On top of the brands, the parties, the events, they are sending out Uber codes. So 9 times out of 10, girl, you gonna have an Uber code or else your friend or they friend gonna have an Uber code and they gonna send you the link to get the Uber. It's just, I had so many Uber codes. I probably had over $500 in Uber codes while we were out there. But yeah, I got to say, I know that a lot of people talk about it being expensive and it definitely can be expensive. But if you go with friends, if you are going with other creators or whatever, I think it's manageable. It's not like you're coming home broke. At least it was for me. But like that part was expensive. I was worried at first. I'm like, look, I'm to learn how to get on the train, but I did not have to get on the train. Maybe one year I will, but maybe this year was not the year. I'm going to go in and wipe my face one more time because I want my face to be a little moist when I put on my serum. Next question was the best way to network with other creators. Now, I feel like the easiest way to network with other creators is to do that now, like actively do that now, genuinely give support now with the people that are already following you and the people that you follow. Like that is your creator circle, the people who you organically talk to on the app, that is your network. And it took me a while to understand that. Like, yes, use your discernment, but a lot of the people that y'all see with at Fashion Week, people that I talk to, people that I text, people that I kiki with in DMs, I think that's the easiest way to network with other creators, is to go where almost like you're not saying you can't reach out to nobody like beneath you, not beneath you in that sense, but like that have like a less following or less engagement or not as popular. None of that mattered to me. If I seen that someone else was a creator, even the girls in my broadcast channel, like I was sending them invites and events and stuff like that that I was coming across, just because like, girl, we out there trying to do the same thing. So for me, I just feel like opening your mouth, one, closed mouth don't get fed. That's how a lot of us ended up connecting. It just started with a simple question, as in, are you going to New York Fashion Week? Then it went to, where are you staying? Then it went to, how long are you staying? And then, you know, like kind of flowed naturally. Now, again, use your discernment. I wouldn't advise you just reaching out to no stranger or no random person that you just have never talked to before. You ain't even like their pictures or comment on anything. Like I said, I was connected with the girls that y'all see me with in my vlog and stuff like that, or you see me around. So for me, it wasn't that hard. Now keep in mind, some events and stuff you might be invited to on your own and you may not get a +1. Sometimes a lot of the events do have a +1, but a lot of them also don't. So keep that in mind. I would not allow that to stop you from going to events alone, because you can also network and meet people. You never know who you may meet by going to this event by yourself. Yes, me and Yay stayed together in the room, but we did not go to a lot of the same events, but we also did not go to a lot of the same events. And it wasn't like you're not invited or anything like that. It's just we had our own schedule. So keeping that in mind, don't let your ego get involved. Like, well, why was I invited? Or, you know, like, list. Make your own goals as far as what you want to get out of New York Fashion Week. That way you can be surrounded and connected with the people you desire to be around too. If you do it with someone, it may just be like a rooming situation. So keep that in mind as well. Like, you have to figure that out. I'm just saying that because I know feelings get involved. This wasn't me and IAE or anything. This wasn't our ministry, but I know feelings and stuff can get in when you are, when you don't vet people correctly. And this is why it's important to just don't be opening up your doors and your bed to just anybody. Okay. Just trying to save some coin. Make sure you're, think these people before you invite them into your space, because you just may not know who you end up around. Okay, so start making connections now. Start talking to people now. Start genuinely, you know, creating that right now. That way, when the time comes, you already know who you're going to reach out to. You already know who you want to connect with out there and who you possibly want to room with. How do you attend shows and create relationships with brands and designers? Okay, so how do you attend shows? Again, so going back to me saying it's important to like have goals and like almost like an agenda why you're going to New York Fashion Week in the first place. Mine was to connect with brands and to just, it was visibility for me. Like, I just want to be seen and be out. It wasn't a dose for me. I know that New York Fashion Week is for, and someone might try to eat me up in the comments and say like, this is why we don't want creators at blah, blah, blah. But I know my ministry, and high fashion, luxury fashion shows, that's just not where I'm at right now in my career, in my fashion journey. So I wasn't pressed if I didn't get invited to any shows. I actually did get, I think the Filio, I think that's how you say it. I did get invited to that event, and I feel like that was probably the most like high fashion-y show, or the most fashion-y fashion show that I got invited to, but I didn't go. Ended up giving my ticket to IAE actually, and I ended up going to, where did I go? I went somewhere else that made sense for me and my brand and the goals that I have. I think it might have been a beauty event. I can't think of, girl, all the days are flowing into each other, but this is what I mean as far as like paying attention to what your goals are and what makes sense. Yes, it would have been nice to be at the shows and having fun and stuff like that, but it just wasn't aligned with what I had going on. I'd rather be meeting with these other people at this event. You feel me? Okay. So how I got invited to that, I think that was just this is the thing. Yes, people are getting inbound, directly invited to events and stuff like that. Oh, sorry, y'all. This is the thing. People are getting directly invited to things, like they're receiving their inbox and being invited. But a lot of the things, girl, probably almost everything I went to was a RSVP type of thing. So a lot of people sharing them like on threads and stuff like that. And then also my community, my friends, the people that I have built in this industry with, they were sending me stuff as well. And I was doing the same. When something came my way, I would send it to them. Something came their way, they would send it to me. So I can't speak to like which events there were, but it's literally a big networking opportunity, a full 2 weeks of networking, or 3 weeks, because a lot of the events you get invited to while you're out there, but I say 3 weeks because that's when I feel like the things start rolling in and the invites start coming in, but also that's your time to kind of like let know that you're going, so brands can open up the opportunity for you to come to their events or their shows and stuff like that. Just talking of letting people know that you're coming is probably the easiest way to get invited. If you don't talk about it, especially if you're not living in New York, they're not going to invite you. So yeah, keep that in mind. And to create with brands and designers. So the easiest way to create a relationship, once you get that email, like when you do the RSVP, the easiest way you can ask the RSVP email, can you send the direct line to yada yada yada, or the head of marketing, or the person that's the head of PR, or you can send the email directly to the RS email and just thank them. That's the easiest way to build a relationship and just show your appreciation for being invited to the event. But also keeping in mind when you are at these events, going directly to people that are hosting and throwing the events. That's like the easiest way. Now, if you're asking me how to build a relationship before you go, girl, for me, it's beauty. It's always going to be beauty for me. I love me some beauty down. Okay. And I do fashion, but it's not luxury fashion. Not saying I don't like it. That's just not where I'm at in my life right now. So like the Targets and the Walmarts and the Expresses and if you're asking not to build a relationship with the brands and the designers while you're there, the easiest way is to just introduce yourself. It is, again, going back to, this is just a networking experience. You do have to get out of your shell. You do have to walk up to people. You do have to introduce yourself to people. You do have to, you have to kiki. You have to talk. Okay. And I know I'm comfortable, but if you are not trying to get uncomfortable, do not go to Fashion Week. If you're staying in your little bubble and you just want all the things to come to you, you don't want to do no work, don't go to Fashion Week, because you will get your feelings hurt. Okay. It is all about working. They expect you to ask them for their email. They expect you to ask them for their Instagram handle, whatever the case may be. They're expecting these things. So don't be afraid to ask for them and build a relationship and network and stuff like that. Yeah. Did I answer it backwards? I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm like looking at email as they're coming in, talking to y'all, and then also trying to do my makeup, and I haven't put a lick of makeup on yet. Girl, anyways, we move all over the place. If I think of something and I'm pretty sure I clearly left something out, or I feel like this backwards, I'll go ahead and put it on the screen so you can understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm just answering the questions on the fly. I don't have my scripted notes in for me as far as the things that I wanted to talk to y'all about. These are just the questions that y'all asked me in the broadcast channel. Do you have to be invited to go to events, or can you go on your own? Now I've gotten a question as far as like, do you have to be invited to New York Fashion Week in order to go? No, you do not have to be invited to go to New York Fashion Week. You can just go. Now, there are certain events that are open to the public and stuff. There's a lot of events that are open to the public and stuff. There's a lot of gifting, stuff like that. Now, there are events that you do have to RSVP for. There are events where you cannot have a +1. So, the thing that sucks about it, this being my first, I keep saying this is my first Fashion Week because the one in February was not like this. It was crickets. I don't know if you watched that vlog. I'll link it for you, but I can't recall like things that I went to. I went to the Black and Fashion Council event, and then girl, I think that was it. Like, I really can't. I'm having a brain fart. I have to watch. I went to like pop-ups for designers and stuff like that, but I don't recall going to events. And maybe I did, and maybe this Fashion Week is just making it a blur, but that Fashion Week this was my first Fashion Week. So with with this being my first week, I definitely made it apparent, like, reach out to brands. This is what I did. Reached out to brands in the DMs, and then they would either tell me that they have an event or that they're doing something, or they would give me the email address to what it was that, or to the RSVP where I should be directing that initial DM to or reaching out to. That actually helped a lot. But also I'm saying that because, yes, no, we made it look fun, and even before us, not saying it like that, but like Fashion Week sounds like a fun thing to do and want to participate in. But if your page, you're asking for invites and you're asking for you know, information on like how to get into like gifting suites and stuff like that and events, I feel like, don't come for me, y'all, but your page has to be doing the talking. It has to be walking the walk and talking the talk. Meaning, whether you're beauty, fashion, lifestyle, whatever, I think they need to see that you are cohesive with posting and cohesive and consistent with how you show up. Not just, oh, it's Fashion Week, I want to go because everybody's talking about it. Girl, you gonna get your feelings hurt. And I'm only saying that because I've had a few conversations with some people and they're like, well, I reached out and they didn't respond. And girl, you have 5 pictures on your Instagram and all of them are 7 apart. Y'all catch what I'm saying? Like, you have to be aware of like what you're asking for and how you're coming. How are you prepared to be in these rooms? Are you prepared to do the work? Because some of them, I mean, you still gotta, free marketing, it's promotional. You want to make content. You not, because you ain't made content in weeks. So they want to see like who's going to be content, who's going to give us a shout out, who's going to be consistent and active while they're at this activation or this event and stuff like that. So I know for sure that some of the events that we ended up going to were definitely free. We're definitely free in the public, like the Prada event. Now the thing with those though, they are free and they are open to the public, but the lines are crazy. Plus side of that is if you're a creator or influencer in some type of way, you kind of get to skip the line. Which is nice, I guess. You in there real quick and you get out. Like, we weren't staying at these events probably, like, especially the pop-ups, no than like, well, besides the Alexis Batar one, that was just fun, child. We was there all day. But like some of the other ones, we were there for like 30 minutes, like in and out. So that's a little tidbit to make sure that your account is doing what it needs to do. Make sure that you are actively showing up in a way that you want to present yourself. Make sure you're showing up in a way that a brand would want to work with you or would want to partner with you. It's almost like, yeah, like if you are pitching yourself for a partnership or, a paid opportunity, you're being in this room in an event, not in that way. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. Moving on. Tips for first timers going and tips for first goers and tips for first timers going, tips for getting New York Fashion Week partnerships. Girl, look, I only secured the part that I secured because I have a long-term partnership and relationship with Ulta Beauty, so that's how I ended up getting that. I'm not gonna sit here and be like it's so easy, because it ain't easy. It's not easy. I definitely say, this kind of goes back to the question that I just answered. If you are doing everything you're supposed to be doing as a creator, I definitely could have did more work like leading up to it. I ain't gonna front, but I was just coming back from Portugal. Like August was insane for me. So yes, I could have did more. Did I? No, I didn't. I didn't do more. I'm not sitting here and lie to you. But if your page is doing what it's supposed to be doing, you should have no problem reaching out to the brand and asking them if they are interested in partnering with you. There were so many people doing partnerships while I was out there, like, oh, they're working. Now, GRWM definitely have management, so they probably have been working this for months or weeks leading up into New York. But if you are solo, if you're a smaller creator, I definitely would recommend getting on a schedule that allows you to show up consistently. That will make it easier for yourself when it comes to a partnership. But also have an idea ready. Like, don't be scared. I know people are like, don't give your pitch idea away, don't give concept idea away. Child, girl, ain't nothing new under the sun. And I can give your pitch without like the whole thing, but start it with, hey, I'll be in New York for New York Fashion Week. I've worn your X, Y, and Z certain amount of times, or I always get this immense amount of support on my pictures when I wear your garments. I'm speaking towards like fashion. If this is you, if you're a fashion girl, love to partner you in some sort of way. The idea that I have was X, Y, and Z. And kind of leave it there. I wouldn't just ask like, hey, do you have capacity for Fashion Week? I wouldn't leave it there. I would definitely give like some type of idea or a concept that would make them want to work with you, you know? So that also keep in mind, like, there's so many, like, girl, Vaseline was out there, Dove, all these different brands were out there as well. So keep that in mind. Like, if you're not a fashion girl, think about how you can connect with brands or partner with brands with beauty or a lifestyle, and, you know, all so on and so on and so on. Oh, tips for first time goers. Let me color correct and then I'll share my tips. All right, so tips for creating. I couldn't find my color corrector, so I'm using this old one that I used to use from Thread Beauty. But tips for creating, for I'm gonna say for creators in general. Tips for creators or aspiring creators. I'm gonna speak to us for the first time going. I'm gonna speak directly to the content creators because, yeah, that's who's here mainly. But for first time goers, as a content creator, I definitely firstly would recommend organizing your schedule. As stuff is coming in, you want to make sure that you can visually see what you are planning on doing or what you're planning on going to, and not having it hoarded in your head, because baby, the schedule's gonna fill up quick. And then before you know it, you're scrambling, looking in your email, trying to find the invites and all of the different things, and you can't locate them because whatever reason, and you didn't forgot about half the things that you're supposed to attend because you didn't organize them effectively. Now, this wasn't me because I'm a Virgo, but I seen it. Basically, what I did, as even if I wasn't like already on RSVP'd for the thing that I was trying to go to, I would still put it in my calendar, but I would put it as like not secured or not confirmed yet. And the stuff that I was confirmed for, I would make it green. Like, I would just color code everything, like by whether I was confirmed or not, or if it was just like an idea. Confirmed meaning I reached out to the brand, I have heard something back, but I haven't actually got all right, you're good. And then also I would have I had that one, and then I had, of course, confirmed, and then I had one where I was thinking of going, but I haven't reached out yet. That would also kind of remind me to actively reach out or to follow up with them to see if I can get invited to that show or event or whatever it was. So color coordinate your schedule, or figure out how to organize it in a way that will make your life easier once you get there, and even before, because this also will help you plan your outfits. Also, I learned this from my girl Oyen. She was big on reaching out directly to the PR firms. I learned about Purple because of her, Purple PR, Purple Agency. There's actually a lot. You could just look up PR agency and do your own research. You'll come across quite a few, but you can reach out to the brands, but 9 times out of 10 they're probably going to send you to that RSVP thing, or they're going to send you their PR people's email. So, and a lot of the times these PR firms and stuff, they're throwing a lot of events. It's not just one event, so you can end up getting invited or put on the list for multiple events just by reaching out to the PR people instead of reaching out directly to the brand. But my biggest takeaway is a closed mouth don't get fed. So if there's something that you really want to go to, just do your research and also just ask. That is one tip for sure. Another tip is, I guess, I don't know if this is a tip. You should know this, but you don't have to be at all of the things and all of the events. Girl, you can't. So you do want to make sure, just like I was telling y'all about the event that I did not end up going to because I was going to another event. I just made a choice. You're going to have to sacrifice something. So also by having your schedule curated and all planned out strategically and organized and stuff, you'll be able to see, I have 3 things at 3 o'clock. Which one makes more sense for me to go, instead of you trying to go to that one thing at 3 and then I'm gonna leave here by 3:15 to go to you literally cannot do that. That on top of traffic, you're gonna be in the car more than you are at the events at that point. So try to figure out what is your game plan when you go to that event, what makes more sense to go, what event makes more sense to go to, and also figure out what you're gonna do while you're there. Are you trying to get a partnership with this brand? Are you just trying to get familiar with them? Do you want to get a gifting? Do you figure out your game plan, girl? That way it's easier for you to, what am I trying to say? It makes it easier for you to show up, and it just prepares you more than anything while you're in that room, what you're going to say, do, what your goal is, and all those different things. That's another takeaway. You cannot be at all the places and all the things at once. So just pick your poison, girl. And then when you do pick it, go crazy. Don't be shy and don't be trying to dim your light or anything like that. Go and mingle and meet these people and shake the hands and kiss the babies. Now, this is another lesson. I guess I did not do this for my first fashion week, but next year I probably will. I was told by people that have been before, obviously, and just a lot of people were making a lot of prepare for fashion week things, whether it was a video or a thread and stuff like that. And one of the tips that was pretty much on everybody's list was making room or allowing room for downtime or like buffer time in between events so you can so you can eat, so you can make sure that you get across town, so you can make sure that you get to the next event, so you can change all of those different things. Now, I did have enough time. I allowed enough time in between my events to change in between events because I was going to 3 to 4 events a day. So I did make I did allow enough time for me to change and stuff like that. Eating? Not quite. We'll do better next year for sure. Jazz made a joke. If you watch my vlog, Jazz was like, girl, I feel like I drank 2 tablespoons of water this entire day. And that's how it was. It was definitely you're running. So eat breakfast, make sure that you get some on your stomach because there's food at these events, but it's finger food. But they serve a lot of liquor and little bitty bite-sized little finger foods. So you want to make sure that you eat. Very important. Don't be like me. I didn't pass out or anything, but your girl was coming back home every night hungry. Make sure that you eat. That is probably one of the most important things. And making time for you to sit down and reassess. What are we doing here? What's going on? Feel the vibe out. And then get back out there in them streets. But make sure that you have time to some downtime because you don't want to just be getting up at the crack of dawn, getting ready, leaving, going to this event, coming back home, going to sleep, forgetting to eat. It can become a lot, girl. It can become a lot. So get your affairs in order now. I definitely recommend, I used Canva. I always use Canva when I'm like going on trips and stuff like that. So I recommend mapping out your looks. That's one thing. Or even if you take pictures in your phone and like, I guess maybe title them or something saying like, oh, okay, this is day 1, look 1, day 1, look 2. That will make it easier for you to remember like what outfit you're going to wear to each event. I think it is important, even for me, even though I wasn't going to fashion shows and stuff like that, I did coordinate my outfits based off of the vibe of the event, the vibe of the space that I was going to be in. If that's important to you, I say plan that ahead of time. I've also used Canva, and I also love Milanote and like out my outfits on Milanote too. So however you want to do it, it doesn't have to be on those apps or anything. It could definitely be just in your phone, you taking pictures of your outfits and stuff like that. But it just helps you be coordinated and all planned out. I actually really like that tip. Now, if you want to, you could bring business cards. I talked about New York Fashion Week just being like a big networking opportunity. I don't know if people still use business cards, but you can. My girl Ayayi had a QR code. She made a QR code and then made that QR code cute little image and put it on her home screen. So and that's literally what people are asking. What is your Instagram? What do you do? Blah, blah, blah. So to minimize, no, I said A-Y. Instead of trying to spell out your name, you can just have them take a picture of the QR code and it'll take them directly to all of the links, whether it be your LTK. And oh, that's another thing for creators. Have all of your clothes linked before you leave. That way you're not trying to link everything and work while you are going to be working. You're going to be recapping and taking pictures and all that stuff. But the last thing you want to worry about is you having to do all of those links and stuff like that while you're there when you just want to post. Look, you literally just want to post because you don't have that much time to come up for air before you have to get ready for your next event or the day or whatever the case may be. So all you want to do is post. Have those things already linked in your LTK, the outfits and stuff, because you already have it planned. You packed them and stuff like that. You might as well spend a few hours before you go on your trip and link all of your clothing items, your accessories, your bags, your purses, everything. That way you don't have to worry about it when you're out there. I guess another one would be making sure you bring comfortable shoes. Now, I'm not a heel girl. That's not my ministry. I didn't do that. I didn't wear heels like that. I wore a kitten heel and I had some boots, but that's not who I am. Now, I will say a lot of the girls, and myself included, did have big bags on deck because even a kitten heel can hurt your foot. So I was prepared at all times, girl, and a lot of the girls were. So just making sure that you have like a comfortable flat or some type of alternate comfortable shoe that you can probably slip into if you're going to like the events and stuff like that, where you don't have to be cute and proper with a cute little baby bag. You can have enough space for you to be able to put the shoes that you're wearing in that bag, and also whatever shoes that you're changing into can already be in that bag. That is definitely a tip that I'm glad I just had the common sense to do. I packed 2 big bags, 2, the red one and the brown one, and they were with me for multiple looks. So because y'all not about to catch me in New York with no shoes on. I know that. Another thing, now I didn't do this, but this is something that I will do going forward. To plan on going back in February because of how well this one went. I feel like I need to do February over because I told y'all my experience was not the same as this experience. So I feel like I need to do February over. So the thing that I will do differently, I'm thinking I would go in at least 2 days before. Or maybe, okay, I'm saying 2 days, but I really mean kind of like, no, I mean 2 days, yeah. I think I mean 2 days. And that's only because I would love to get all of my pictures and stuff out of the way the first day. That way, when I am getting dressed and I'm doing my get ready with me's and I'm showing you guys what I'm wearing, I already have images. My images were taken days ago for each of my looks, or at least majority of my looks. If you catch my drift. I would like to shoot at least 8 to 10 looks. And that's why I say 2 days, because after that, I'm then going to need to rest for a full day to mentally prepare. And then I can take on New York Fashion Week. Y'all feel me? You feel me? Some of the girls did do that, or some of the girls did like a day before where they filmed all of their looks or majority of their looks. And then they had images and stuff for like single day. Like, we're not behind. The girls were serving. So I learned a lot from just being around peers and other creators and stuff like that, and seeing how they navigated New York Fashion Week, because it is a beast, honey. And that's why a lot of people go with teams. So I'm pretty sure more than likely my husband will be with me next time, because no way I could do it on my own. And it just doesn't make sense for me to pay a photographer, which they're great. The photographers are out there killing it, but it doesn't make sense for me to pay a photographer when I literally have all this equipment and I can do these things. I just need somebody else to shoot it for me. So that's something to keep in mind. Like, if you go with another creator friend, you guys can take each other's pictures and stuff like that, up to spending. And I will say, the guy that we ended up shooting with when we did this look right here, I think he was pretty cheap. He was $200 for, or $180 or something like that, for 1 hour. And you get whatever you can shoot in that 1 hour. He literally gave us his SD card and we downloaded the images on our phone. Like, it was that quick. He gave us all the images. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to give these back to you in a few days and pick the one. No, he shot everything. He shot everything in slow-mo. So the videos were already like that. He didn't edit anything. So if we wanted to edit it, we could. And yeah, I think that was like the greatest deal. Now, I probably wouldn't mind booking him like I'm going to an event, capture content real quick before I go to the event. I don't know. I feel like that $200 was definitely worth it. And we even did, all 4 of us, but we ended up giving him like a big tip. But even if you wanted to do you and your homegirl, or you and a few friends, like to get different content outside of it just being yourself, yeah, he was great for that. But one of the things that I learned for sure is that now if you have the equipment to get the things done, just bring your husband so he can help. And yeah, do that and I can save some more money. But yeah, I know a lot of the girls were spending coin on photographers and videographers, which is great for them. But baby, I'm gonna keep the business in-house. Of course, you know, bring your portable chargers, your lights, your equipment, all of those different things. 3 portable chargers. So there was never a point where I was like, nah. I had portable chargers to lend to friends. I just did not. I knew I was going to be out all day, so I did not want to risk not having my phone or not having my vlog camera not being charged at any point. So yeah, no, I had 3 portable chargers and my portable charger, or my charger for my Osmo, the little stick. So I was ready, girl. I don't know if you need that many, but keep in mind that you are going to be out majority of the day. Events don't have chargers or plugs and stuff like that. So just keep one on deck. And then the last tip, I won't sit here and just go through all these tips, but the last one I would say is just remember to like fun and get uncomfortable. Don't stay in your comfort zone. Speak out to people. I think that's just really important to build that networking muscle, especially for someone like me who lives in Minnesota, who doesn't go to many events. I definitely got uncomfortable, y'all. I was talking. Child, you could talk to me about anything. I was holding a conversation where I typically would like from the conversation, or I would be like, all right, see you later, alligator. This chat was cute. And I chatted and I talked to people and felt nice. You know, felt like I definitely created credible networking opportunities by doing so, also by sitting and chatting and being actively interested in what other people were talking about. Definitely helped. Don't stick to your little bubble. Even if you go to events like with a friend or with someone else, y'all break up and like make a goal, make a game out of it. Like go introduce ourselves to 5 people that we do not know. Just to help you get uncomfortable. Now, the stuff that I like to do, like have to force myself to do. And some of y'all may be like, not that hard for me to talk to people. So I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that are kind of like already like, look, I'm struggle with this too. I don't know what to say. Maybe prepare like this, even if you're asking the same people or different people the same question. That's okay. At least you're talking to them. So if you need to like a little list of questions to icebreakers to like know people better, do that, girl. I say prepare as much as you can because it doesn't hurt at all. Sorry, I got some in my eye. And then she also asked about tips for getting New York Fashion Week partnerships. Just start talking to the brands early on, letting it know you'll be there. I say for February, I would reach out to them in December. I'm not even lying. I would reach out to them in December, letting them know, hey, I'll be in New York for New York Fashion Week, especially if it's a brand that you already use and you already like build that rapport with. And build that rapport, I mean, say I'm makeup right now and I was going on live, or I was not going on live, but I was about to post on my stories. I would talk about maybe Elf. I'm all over the place, y'all. This is what you could do. Search and see what events other creators were going to. 9 times out of 10, those brands will still have an activation for February as well, just like they did this past September. Look and see what brands they were working with, what brands they were tagging, and start building a rapport with them in the DMs, meaning you have like consistent like of you with them, whether that just be you tagging them or you actively engaging with their content, the brand's content. Then in December, I would be like, hey, my name is Nas. I see that you had an incredible event for New York Fashion Week in September. Just wanted to put this in front of you. I will be there. If there's any information you can share about upcoming events for your calendar or whatever, I would love to be considered. Then I will follow up again in January, probably about 2-3 times in January. Okay? Like, girl, don't get comfortable, okay? When I tell y'all the Black Beauty roster event I ended up going to, I was not invited, okay? Out to them 3 times. No, it was more than 3 times. I reached out to them like 4 times. And I left on red. Like I could see that I left on red each time. Do you think that stopped me? No, I talked about it to all of my creator friends as well, just in case they had a connection or they, had an invite, or them know that this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to do. Like, don't be gatekeeping. Don't be here quiet trying to figure out stuff on your own. You better talk, because a closed mouth don't get wet. Fed. So I talked about it with 2 of my friends who were going for sure. And that's how I ended up getting like the email address from one of my friends. And then I ended up getting invited with Tarte. This mascara. I ended up getting invited to attend the Black Beauty Roster luncheon with Tarte, y'all. So yeah, if I didn't express to my friend that I wanted to go, if I didn't express how bad I wanted to go, oh geez, I just got this. Anyways, child, if I didn't express how bad I wanted to go to this event, I wouldn't have been considered to attend the event. And I got the last seat, the Tarte table, and I was at table 2. I went from not being invited at all to table 2. This such an impactful luncheon. I was in the room, and I am so happy that it was, because period. But basically, yeah, talk about the things you want to do with your friends. You never know who may have a connection and stuff like that too. Okay, was it easy to network people who put on the event during New York Fashion Week? Yes, they're there. They're literally there. It's so easy. You just, again, you might have to prepare if you are not that type of person that just is easy with conversations flowing and stuff like that. If you get in your head about what to say and stuff, girl, have your list, have notes before you walk up to them. And then after that, I'm pretty sure the conversation will flow easily. But yeah, it is easy. Like, people want to be told how amazing this event turned out to be. They want to be told that you're enjoying the event. They want to be told how you found the event, because they put this event together. So don't be afraid to walk up to them. I mean, I didn't even deal with any snooty creators. I didn't have a bad experience at all. I was waiting for you to go ahead.
Well, I know where they like colors.
Wherever you took them off.
I didn't take them off. Oh, you didn't put them on this morning?
I wrapped it around in the living room. I feel like they are on that brown thing, or the credenza. Do you know what I was talking about? You know what I was talking about?
No, I did.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I got distracted. I don't know what I was saying. Don't be scared to talk to people. They're expecting you to talk to them. Or I think I was saying I didn't have a bad experience. I didn't have a bad experience with creators or people that were hosting events. Not to say that there aren't jerks and, you know, people that you may run into that have like nasty attitudes and stuff, but I didn't experience any of that. So I am grateful. I'm really, really grateful for that. But yeah, I am really grateful for that. I'm sorry, y'all. I literally stopped talking to y'all. Child, I got overwhelmed. As y'all saw, I was like kind of like stuttering and rambling, and you guys soon will know why. I could not focus, but you will know why soon. Anyways, we're filming content. Oh, excuse me. We're filming with the 90D today. Y'all know I normally shoot with the Canon R8 and my 24mm lens. I was talking with Kay, and we were just talking about lenses and stuff, and I was like, I never shoot video with my 35mm lens because it's a cheaper one, so it's very loud. But I was like, you know what? I could shoot like a little short, not a short video, but like a video where I'm not talking. Y'all know I'll be talking in my videos, my short form videos. So I was like, if I do a video where I'm not talking, then I won't have no problems. And I'm actually loving the quality. I don't know what it looks like yet on my phone, but I really love how it's looking through the monitor and on the camera. I did hook up the 24mm lens though, because I just don't have the room, and I don't want to move my camera because I'm still filming multiple looks. I'm basically sharing how I'm styling my H&M pieces that I got. Y'all know H&M just had a fire fall drop, so I want to get these looks out just in case. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna restock, but like just because it's so new, I just want to get it out now. Because the 35 is tight, the 24 is wide, 35 is tight, I would have to literally move the camera right here and then like kind of be filming in this alleyway here in my kitchen, and I don't want to do that. I just whatever. So I hooked up the 24mm lens, and I'm gonna get my full body shots on this camera, and then I'm going to do the rest of the content on my 90D. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off first. All right, so now I'm gonna get a full body shot because I already got like the detail shots, and I'm not taking my watch off. I'm gonna make a joke about that, but I'm not taking my watch off because I'm trying to get my steps in, okay? And I know that I'm still getting my steps in without the number telling me, but if you know, you know, okay? I wanna see it to believe it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the 24mm lens on and just get the full body, and then I'll come back and talk to you more about New York Fashion Week. I didn't forget. I literally have 4 cameras in front of me. I have my phone for pictures, 24mm lens for full body, 35mm lens for close-up detail shots, and y'all, because I'm vlogging. I just wanted to get on here because this reminded me of my other New York Fashion Week tip. Girl, you need an assistant. Shout out to my girl, Emmy, because she had her best friend with her and her photographer. I remember when we left the Black Beauty Roster luncheon and we went to Tarte. As we were getting our touch-ups at Tarte, shout out to Tarte, by the way. As we were getting our touch-ups, my girl had her best friend and her photographer there. Her photographer there came after we came. They both came after we were already there. Photographer is getting shots, baby. She's getting all of the glam shots. She's getting her action shots. She's getting the content. And then her best friend came with the clothes so she could change and go to the next event. So I'm not saying like you need to have someone to do all that, but if you are in a space where you know what you're capable of and you know what you can keep up with, or you know when it's time to rev up the assistance because you're just that girl, okay? You're just that girl. You got a lot of things going on. I know for sure I'm going to need my husband without a doubt next year. I don't know if I'll need more than that, but I'll need my husband for sure to help me with my photography, to help me with my content, all of those things. So that's probably something you want to keep in mind as well. If you are thinking of going with someone to, not even necessarily to room with them, but you're going with someone for Fashion Week, just to be in that space and have someone to rely on, that is great. But also keep in mind that they're going to want to get their content as well. So make sure that you have enough time to do both, or get your bestie, get a friend, get your husband or your partner to come along with, so you will have, you won't be hot. You won't be hot. You'll have more time to shoot your content. You just have assistance. You have another pair of hands to help you out. Someone to iron while you're capturing content, and someone to go get you food while you're doing stuff. Like, you know, like help. That was probably like one of the biggest takeaways for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this next look, and then I'll share some of the behind the scenes, what we got going on over here. All right, I have on, all right, so I threw on a jacket with the skirt set that I had on from H&M. Basically, this video is about me sharing how, yeah, we as influencers all buy the same shit, but we style it differently, and that's, you know, that's your personal style. That's how you develop your personal style. What triggered this is because I was on someone else's content, and I was in their comment section, minding my business in their comment section. And someone was talking about how influencers stay running to go grab the same things. And it irked me, so I was like, I'm gonna make it content. So yeah, I just put on the boots, but I need another boot. Ooh, give me some height, honey. So yeah, I have 3 different, or I think I have maybe 2 different ways I'm gonna style the skirt. Yeah, I have this jacket, and then I have a denim shirt, and then I think I have 3 ways I'm gonna style the pants. I think I'm getting very hot, so we'll see. But yeah, let me go grab the other shoe, and then I'm gonna wrap up this look.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same. Yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my, all good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you.
All right, friends, we're back. I was unpacking one of my luggages. I still didn't unpack from New York Fashion Week. Mind your business. We getting there though. I just wrapped up filming. I needed to like really focus, so I'm sorry I didn't like do a whole bunch of behind the scenes. I didn't do any, but y'all seen the content. It hit though, didn't it? Anyways, girl, I wanted to get back to some of these questions before I start dinner. Kids keep coming in here looking at the fridge. I'm like, girl, boy, hold on, simmer down. Okay. Okay, so a few more questions. Someone said some of the big influencers did not go did not attend New York Fashion Week. Why is that? I don't know who your influencers are. The ones that I feel like do New York Fashion Week, the ones that are like in that fashion space, I feel like I saw. And quite frankly, they probably just didn't want to come. Or I do know that, and I don't know what creators you're talking about or referring to, and I can't answer for them. They probably just didn't want to go. But I will say that everybody's goals and what they want to get out of New York Fashion Week is different for everybody. This was my first time going, so again, that's why I wasn't like too crazy about getting invited to fashion shows. I probably will get there year 2, year 3, where I am actually trying to, I would love to go to a Laquan Smith show, but I guess I was being not, because I'm saying I was being realistic, as in I understand my journey, where I'm at, and I'm still growing and all of those things. I'm not saying that you still deserve, or you still could have been there. I'm not saying that that couldn't have happened for me, but I am being realistic as far as like, I understand where I'm at in my journey, if that makes sense. So your faves or some of the other creators, I don't know who you're referring to, could have just been like, if I'm not invited to this show, I'm not going. If I'm not getting flew out by a brand, I'm not going. And rightfully so to them. Like, everybody has, they're entitled to what they want out of an experience. So yeah, I can't answer that, but I did want to like kind of touch on it a little bit. I don't know if you were looking for a specific answer, girl. I don't know who you're talking about, but I saw all of the girls. And it was great. We had fun. We kicked it. How to get invited to New York Fashion Week. I kind of touched that already. How did you organize your events? I kind of touched that as well. Everything was organized through my Google Calendar. I put everything in my Google Calendar. And even stuff that I got invited to, I would just, there was some stuff that I did not put on the calendar just because I just knew it wasn't gonna make sense for me to go to this type of event. But everything was on my calendar, and then I had my calendar and my phone. So I literally would wake up in the morning and be like, okay, we have this, 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 and this. I didn't even look at the addresses. Next time I probably would. I'm also thinking reconsidering staying, like where I'm staying next time. I probably won't stay. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the Lower East Side area. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that a lot of events, when we were going to a lot of the events were in the meatpacking district. So that's something to think about, like if I would be in that area, looking for hotels in that area. But yeah, for me, I feel like it was pretty organized. I knew exactly what my events were each day, and then I just went to them. I know I probably would get more organized as I go, in experience, not even just Fashion Week, but more events and stuff like this, big events like this. Well, I guess nothing's probably as big as New York Fashion Week, but you know, bigger creator events and stuff, I'll get more organized as I get invited to things. I want to attend New York Fashion Week next year. How early do you plan for such event? You can start planning now. You literally, I know if y'all follow Jaranika, I know I learned from her to get your hotel and stuff early, or your flights and stuff. You can get that at any time, because the prices go up. When I tell y'all go up, listen, the way that them hotel rooms went from $200 a night, $300 a night to $700 a night, $800 a night, literally the 2 weeks out, a week out, insane, because they know everybody's coming there for New York Fashion Week. So I would either start saving or at least start kind of doing your research to figure out like what areas you want to be in. And then also you can secure your ticket now. Your ticket will be way cheaper. You can look at the dates, Google the dates for New York Fashion Week. I don't know if the September ones will be out for 2025, but I know for sure February should be out by now. And then you can kind of go from there. But I don't think it's too early. I know some people plan literally a year ahead to start that. So I would love to go to Copenhagen New York Fashion Week because I just love the chill vibe. I've never been to Denmark. I would love to go there. And yeah, I just love the fashion. it's just more relaxed. It's more cool girl. It's more, not saying I didn't love the fashions of the girls in New York, but I would love to experience Fashion Week somewhere else outside of New York. And I feel like Copenhagen would be that one. I know for sure I'm not a Paris girl. I'm not a London, I'm not a Milan, but I would love to go to Copenhagen. Let's see. How's the energy of influencers? Is it great being in the same space? I think it was absolutely amazing. Now, there were tons that I actually don't. Okay, I have a group of creators that I'm actually cool with. Like, we exchange information as far as like literally anything if we want to know about tech or relationships within the industry, if we need an email, if we need a, like, I have a good solid group of girls that I have that communication with, and then I have the other creators that I don't have that with, but we're still cool. Like, we kiki and DM. I may have their number, but we don't like keep in touch like that. But it's always love, you know, when we come across each other's content and stuff like that. I will say for those people, I got the same energy from the people that I barely knew to the people as the people I knew. So it was no funny business. It was no weird. It wasn't like no side eyeing, no sneaky stuff. It just was good. Like, I don't know. Like, I remember after Essence Fest, people were talking about like mean girls and experiencing mean girls and mean energy and just all of those things. I didn't experience that at Essence Fest either. And I didn't experience it at New York Fashion Week. Again, I know everybody's experience is different. I had one weird encounter, but it wasn't like a mean one. It just was like, girl. Anyways. But for the most part, everybody was sweet. Everybody was nice. Everybody was on the same thing. Everybody was trying to network and make connections and meet with brands and stuff like that. So it wasn't any gatekeeping or weird energy. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't experience that. So, and I will say, anytime I'm allowed, anytime I'm able to, not allowed, anytime I'm able to go to events that are in Minnesota, go to events that are being hosted by these brands and stuff like that, even if I have to pay to play, meaning I have to come out of my pocket to attend, I love it. I always come back home refueled. I always come back home just excited to create, excited to strategize, excited to organize and put systems in place, because we're all exchanging information and we're all kind of getting ignited by one another and refueled by one another. I feel like I have a piece of hair on my lip, child. That's why I keep like going like this. Maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, so I'm saying that to say, if you ever get invited somewhere, whether it's a +1, you got directly invited from the brand or this experience, I say go, because the way that you get just, it's almost like your why kind of like recharging. Like, you know why you're doing the thing that you want to do. You know why you're showing up. You know why you're being consistent. You know why you're, editing and recording and doing all these things. But when you get around your tribe or your industry, like people that are in your industry, kind of like your coworkers, your peers, your mutuals, there's nothing like it. Like, I just can't even explain it. It's nothing like it, especially if you find a good group, a good core group. And not even necessarily a group. It could be a person, literally a person that can refuel and recharge and just replenish you. So I feel like that's exactly what I needed going into Q4. So I'm just really excited about it. The influencers were great. All right, y'all, let me get dinner started, and then I'll go ahead and kind of touch on some more New York Fashion Week takeaways, lessons I learned. And yeah, we'll kiki.
much for the support. Yeah. Never in my wild. Like, I love going to the studio. And so now that my passion is generating money, I'm not sure what to do because
I can't buy her apartment. Gerald, go back for a second. You said she get a lot of attention where?
And them glasses, the glasses is it too.
Yes.
Oh, and it's to Sierra. 1-2
Oh,
step.
baby. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to start taking pictures of my outfits. They don't get sweatpants. But
No, but I mean at home stuff. Because what did I tell you on our last phone call? I want to create a capsule like at home outfit wardrobe.
Yes.
Not going outside capsule wardrobe. I just won't. Yeah, 42,000 comments is crazy.
I mean, that probably was a $10,000 post, more $20,000,
if not more. Definitely millions.
We're doing it wrong, Nas.
We're doing it wrong.
We're overcomplicating this.
We're overcomplicating it.
I think we are overcomplicating life.
I'm about to redo my videos I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna make one trends, whatever fall trends that I have. But then the other stuff is just gonna be, I'll make a series of easy on the go outfits.
Yes.
Mid-size. Easy on the go outfits.
Yeah, and I bet that eats.
It's gonna eat. It has to eat 30,000 likes and 10,000 comments eats.
It has to.
I want to see if she has any pin posts. Like, what do those look like? Oh no.
Yeah, what are they?
Oh, no. She said, "I'm just out here, honey."
She said, "I don't need to pay." Espresso martini, and you know those are trendy.
The girls will eat it up. Ooh.
Like, I've kind of been smashing it with Amazon, but
that's how my LTK payments are, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's what I was about to say. But I can use Amazon through LTK, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
I still get paid.
Yeah. Yeah. So then I can do more.
Send me the location, then I'll be right there. You make her come take you, my babe. No time, no. And my dog is on probation. Another 5 years. You bring girls to his location. No time, no. Send me the location. This year about vacation. Flight catching, train taking. Soon as my nigga off probation. Your boyfriend's on a waiting thing, looking for one wish on a raging thing. I breed that girl, outrageous thing, but she can't see cause I got shades and thing. Rare girls wanna throw shade and thing, no shade, what shade is your foundation thing? Darkest grey, the shade I'm in. 49 more if your babes wants it. I had me a famous thing, goals and things, gains and things. My house party, a babe station. Girls wanna chase, it's a status thing. Send me the location. Then I'll be right there. You make her come take you, my bitch. No time, no. And my dog is on probation. Another 5 years. You bring girls to his location. No time, no.
Good morning, friends. It is Thursday. It's Thursday. Just hopped into my devotional. I actually got all to share. I'm going to share first of all, shout out to one of my supporters on Instagram. She let me know that the devotional that I share with you guys all the time, there's a 10-day Bible study, or 10-day, is it a Bible study? Hold on, let me see. Scripture. It's a 10-day devotional, I guess. Or what is it called? Bible plan. That's what it is. A 10-day Bible plan. On the Bible app, it's called Believe Bigger, Unleash Your Faith. This is what it's trying to track me. Hold on. This is what it looks like. So go check it out. But I ended up screenshotting what stood out to me the most. Blessing blockers was the title of today. The topic was blessing blockers and self-doubt. The scripture was, the wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears hers down. Proverbs 14:1. Within that script, or within that, so from that, in the devotional, the part that stood out to me, I love that verse because it kind of like humanizes our experiences, and it allows us to see where we fall short, where in places where we should be, giving praise and gratitude and hope and having faith. We sometimes let doubt creep in. We get overwhelmed with comparison. We get overwhelmed with rejection and all the other things that come with, not fully allowing God to do his thing, right? So within the devotional, this is the part that I screenshotted. Proverbs is letting us know that both wisdom and folly are in our DNA. We will never fully pursue what we don't believe we're worthy to receive. And so with our own hands, we tear down blessings, relationships, and opportunities. Doubting yourself is really doubting God. To believe bigger means to believe that you're worthy, wonderful, and ready. That's all it takes. It's literally all it takes. And it reminds me of the post that I created a few months ago where I was talking about becoming the person that you desire to be. Becoming the person you desire to be is literally doing things as if you are already that person. And I feel like it's the same thing with faith. And also, as I'm mentioning this, I'm thinking of the devotional that I had. I don't know if it was yesterday, day before yesterday. I can't fully remember. But in the devotional, there was a point where the author talks about God not blessing who we try to be. He blesses who we are, or who we're called to be. And I'm saying that because, yes, fake it till you make it to a certain extent. But I think in our deepest heart, I think in our deepest thoughts and the baseline of our heart, we understand like who we know the difference between faking to be somebody that we're not supposed to be, and faking it till you make it to be the person that you desire to be. Not faking it till you making it in a sense of like going broke and doing things that aren't in alignment with who you're trying to be. But maybe you're not as confident, but I'm gonna show up like I'm confident, because each step that I make towards using my voice and being louder and sharing my opinions and my thoughts and being confident in that way will truly allow me to stand confident before the people that gets to see the new and improved you, right? Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But I digress. This is what happens in my brain, y'all. I just be like, blah, blah, blah. That's why I write so much. Okay, so with our own hands, we tear down the blessings, relationships, and opportunities. Doubting yourself is really doubting God. To believe bigger means to believe that you're worthy, wonderful, and ready. To believe bigger means to believe that you are worthy, wonderful, and ready. To believe bigger means that you are worthy, wonderful, and ready. And I just want to read that again because it's so true. with our own hands, we tear stuff down. And that could be something as simple as, you know, I have this plan on how I'm going to show up today. I'm going to be productive. I'm going to do the things that I said I was going to do. But then we don't prepare to get up early to go to the gym. We don't set an alarm clock, or we stay up too late the night before, or we don't set our clothes out, or we, just things happen, right? We say we want to show up better online or show up better as a creator or, your influencing journey, but you're not disciplined enough to follow through with the things that you need to do in order to show up more effectively, to show up more efficiently. It's these little things that we truly don't really, think about in those moments. But when you sit back and look, you're like, dang, I am the source of my problems. I have been tearing down the house, okay? And yeah, it's crazy because we can gas ourselves up. We could be motivated by stuff. We could, have those moments where we are just, I'm in it. I done built myself up to go after the things I desire, and then in the same breath, because something didn't turn out the way you wanted it to be, or it didn't go as planned, or a small little obstacle that was supposed to be there. It was an obstacle on purpose. It wasn't an accidental obstacle, but you took it as a oopsie. Oops, this was not supposed to happen to me. No. It was supposed to happen. So God could equip you. God wanted that obstacle to happen. So you then knew how to better handle situations when you got the thing that you're praying for. Am I preaching? Anyways, child. It is 7:23. And we have some meetings today. And I'm sitting over here. I'm actually texting Kay right now. First of all, shout out to the friends that are early birds like you. Baby, I love chatting. Don't get me wrong. I love talking. I love chatting. But there's nothing like talking to a person at the time that you like to chat. Chatting to my girl Kay. We've been talking literally since 4 o'clock this morning. 4. It's been pretty, 4:50. It's 7:30, y'all. Anyways, I was over here talking to her about my calendar and what we have on the agenda today. Baby, it's busy. We have calls. I have my onboarding call today with my new management. I have a call with LTK, and I also have a call with Amazon today because I'm doing an Amazon partnership. I took a moment to really, as I sat here, I was like, let me grab the vlog camera to just talk to y'all, because I feel like I haven't really been talking in this vlog. It's been a little all over the place because this week has been all over the place, but for good reason. I'll be able to share more with y'all soon. But just as I was sitting here reflecting on the devotional, reflecting on my word, reflecting on just everything that I have going on, September has been a whirlwind of just, I said I got you from God. It has been so much confirmation. It has been so much alignment. It has been so much overflow. Y'all, I have made what I normally make in about a month, 2 months from creating. I have secured that in just the first half of September. And I'm over here, or y'all see me a few weeks ago, having the nerve to be stressed and confused and not even confused, but apprehensive with what I wanted to share and how I wanted to show up and what I wanted to post. I've slowed down with the amount of posting I've done, and people are still seeing me. And it just reminded me Yet it truly is not in the quantity. It really is in the quality. It's in the quality. It's in the personality. It's in the relationships. It's in the networking. It's in the realness of who you are through and through. The authenticity will shine through. We just secured our first partnership. Integration. YouTube integration. That would have never come if I wasn't consistent on YouTube. Like the fact that y'all see me on YouTube. You. And it's one of the brands that I had on my list at the top of the year that I wanted to work with. Did I think I would be working with them on YouTube? Actually, I'm working with them on YouTube and TikTok. What are we doing? Okay. I'm so like, y'all don't understand. I am just full of gratitude. I'm over here thanking God every second, every minute. Man, I swear that he can get it. All of the praise, all of the glory. This isn't anything new. I'm always like this, even when, things aren't as exciting as they are right now. I'm always giving him the praise. I'm always giving him the glory. But it hits different, and y'all know what I'm talking about. It hits different when you can see the things perfectly aligned. The things that you prayed for and the things that you couldn't really see, you had to believe it before you could see it type things. Now that you can finally see it, oh my gosh, it hits differently. And I am just on this kick to like them LTK girls, they lit some up in me. They lit something up in me. When I tell you, girl, I posted 5 LTK posts yesterday. I ain't playing with LTK no more. Baby, I ain't playing no more, okay? And that's not just with LTK. It's with affiliate linking in general. Like, in the words of my girl, Kay, we ain't leaving no money on the floor. We ain't leaving no money on the floor. We're picking it all up, okay? No money is being left behind. And that excites me. And if you don't like when people talk about money, I'm sorry. But I love money. I don't love it more than, what it is that I do. Not in that way. But baby, I deserve, and I'm tired of like acting like it's okay to be overlooked. Because it's not. I'm tired of acting like it's okay for me to be overlooked or that I was overlooked. And the fact that I'm finally seeing the fruits of my labor, y'all ain't gonna get me to shut up. I'm so excited for y'all to see just everything unfold. And yeah, I hate to be one of the people where it's like, I can't talk about it right now. I can't. I can't talk about it right now. But you guys will see. And you guys will be so, so, so excited for me. And I thank y'all. And as much as I've said this in, conversation with friends and other creators, I'm like, I'm still growing. My community is small, but we're mighty. And I mean that. Like, I'm going to stop calling y'all small because y'all the big dogs, okay? Because I'm getting all that I am because of y'all. No matter how big or small I think my community is, y'all are showing up in a way that allows the brands to trust me, to see something in me, and to want to build relationships and to invest in me. So I truly thank you guys. No matter if the views is low or not, they see how genuine I am through y'all. Because y'all steady showing up and leaving a comment. Maybe it's just a view. Maybe it's a share. Whatever it is, I appreciate you guys so much. And to think, this is truly only the beginning. I've been on YouTube since I think 2014 or 15. I can't remember. Maybe 16. Child, one of them. But this is the first time I've ever been this consistent. Last year and up until now, is the first time I've been this consistent, and everything that I have wanted in this career, in this journey, is now taking off. Even though I've been doing it for so long, it's just now taking off because I just decided to be consistent and to truly stick to my guns and go after the things that I want and desire. The things that I prayed for. That's what it was. I was praying for these things, but I was also scared of them. Baby, you can't be scared. You can't be scared. I'm just rambling. I just want to have a little morning chat with y'all. I'm about to go make a little drink. Like a little cold foamed coffee or something. Or maybe a smoothie. I don't know. Something. A bevy. Y'all know I like a bevy. And then I'll check back in with y'all. But it's going to be a full day of calls. Then we're going to create.
Introduce yourself. This is your team, Nas.
Sure, you have everything you need to complete the campaign. I wanted to show you a software that we have to kind of keep you organized. So that email that I send you, just save those links wherever's like easiest for you to access.
Okay.
We have a lot of behind the scenes interviews from the Creator Awards. So again, just really great opportunity to hear from creators who were there, advice they have for growth, things that work for them, like just a lot of good stuff.
3% battery.
Okay. Circling back here, great news. The brand would love to move forward. Y'all, hold on. Okay, sending that. I'm trying to look through y'all because the tripod's right here.
So how are we celebrating this big win?
I have no idea.
This is the biggest win.
I don't know.
This is the biggest win.
This is the biggest win. And then it's been like win after win after win. I don't even know. That's why I'm also like, I can't even.
I don't think that you'll be able to understand.
I
think you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing.